glad to have you with us from Keenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Tommy Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in right now.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with Coach Candle before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Snags it and he's open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. A shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
The Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need them.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and he cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Complete to the left. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Lang. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. And they got it.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Swings it out to the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Ship. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Here's Raiola to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ship. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Play action with Raiola. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Could be an alley. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Uconn quick to the line. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Uconn will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Let's go.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Raiola. Got him downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Takes the easy completion. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Uconn. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Raiola to throw. Hauls it in. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air. air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Now they'll run the draw. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch, it's Warren. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Raiola throwing right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Fires it down the seam. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Oh, he got loose. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing Raiola. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college. Here in week 4, let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Coach Candle told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Lang. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long. Try to convert through the air. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it in. It's Ship.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Raiola to throw. Under fire. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Now adjusting. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, UNC. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll start this drive firing. Here's a heat. He's on the move. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Uconn quick to the line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Uconn will have to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Raiola to throw. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, maybe a double pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Raiola throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. 4th down, Raiola. Looking long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Christian.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Uconn quick to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his...
Makes the grab in their space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Third and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Almost had the completion, just missed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Being chased. He's past the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Christian. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.